Yeah, we got cut off. We got cut off. So now y'all gotta share. Y'all gotta share now. All right, I'm gonna wait on everybody to hop back up in here, man. I'm waiting on everybody to hop back on in here.
My bad. I was trying to leave. And when I left, I pressed the leave studio, and it glitched and hit end broadcast. And when I tried to click no, it glitched again and hit yes, and it kicked me out. When I came back, it was done. I was like, "What the?"
It's all right. I made that new class in like 2 seconds.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now everybody has to re-like the video. I don't even. Ooh. We're gonna name the first video part 1.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that. We just gonna do a whole new part 2. We'll do both of them. You already told them we was gonna do a part 2 to it anyway.
I'm saying the one we just did is already on the YouTube, so I'll rename it.
Yeah, that's
fine. Cause that'll be heaven, and this will be hell. It's perfect.
Or that'll be hell, and this will be heaven.
Yeah.
This how you know we in hell right now, man. Cause glitched out, man. Only Satan would do something like that.
Yeah, man. He made it stop at hell, and when I tried to leave, he cut the video off. Ain't that something?
Right.
But all right, I'm gonna go handle what I was trying to handle. I'm gonna come back.
All right, come.
You might have to send the link to Jeremiah again.
I already did.
Okay.
I don't know what he on. I'm about to hit him.
All right.
Hey, Kaya, call Jeremiah real quick and let him know we back on.
Come.
I send it to his email, so we good. I'm gonna let everybody hop back on in here, man. We already went over hell, so we gonna hop into heaven. It's all good. All right. It's all good. But y'all have to relight the video though. Y'all got to relight the video so Israel can see. Y'all have got to like the video so Israel can see, so we can catch his algorithm. Okay, there go Jeremiah. All right. We're gonna hop right back on into it, man. We're gonna hop right back into it. All right. We're gonna hop right back on into it. Jeremiah, I don't know where he at. So when I see him on the screen, then I'll bring him back in. All right, so let's get these likes up real quick. Let's get these likes up. All right. Let's get these likes up. That joint was crazy, man. Let me like this video, matter of fact. And matter of fact, while y'all at it, if y'all on the main channel in the description, we got the Sons of Thunder North Carolina page. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and then like this video on that page. You need to be subscribed, man. All right. It's funny because there's a guy named Carlton Pearson that a brother in our group chat had put how he lost his ministry because he taught that hell is not real. And I remember seeing that a few years back. He started teaching that hell wasn't real and that hell was a condition. Now, he still had a Christianized version to it. You see what I'm saying? But he's actually coming to Greensboro in April. I plan on pulling up. So we can have a little camp out there, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm going to let this joint fill up, man. Share the video. Like the video. We back on. All right. Sister says now she can't see people in the live chat. That's crazy. Got a couple more seconds and we're gonna get back on. All right. Let's see. All right, we good, man. We got about 30 people up here. It's all good, man. If y'all can hear me, Put a 7 in the chat. Baba Cashapp, do that quickly for me if y'all don't mind. Put a 7 in the chat, and we're going to get back to it, man. We're going to get back to it. We back on, man. Okay, all praise to the Most High. I see a couple 7, so we good. All right, so Kaya, give me Isaiah chapter 14, and let's read verse 12. I believe that's what I want. No, verse 13.
Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 14.
Now, Salaki, now Esau, right? The proud man has his pomp has been brought down to the grave, and now he's likened unto the other nations now, right? It said now you're weak like us now. So his heaven, it says hell from beneath has where is it at? Let me get that. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Now they're going into that lower state, right? Now read 13.
Khan, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Mm-hmm.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
He's trying to exalt himself, man. He's a proud man. He's trying to exalt himself, right? But when Esau's in heaven, we are in hell. But guess what? When we are in heaven, Esau is in hell. We're going to get into that. Give me Isaiah 14 and 1.
Khan, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
Uh-huh.
and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Uh-huh.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Mm-hmm.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Uh-huh.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Stop right there. Right? This is our heaven, man. This is when we start to get in rulership and the roles are reversed. Right? But like I said, our heaven is Esau's hell, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear something about Esau's hell. I was gonna go in that. It is our heaven. I was about to say I was gonna go into heaven. I am going into heaven because if Esau is in hell, we are going into heaven. Who wants to get some of Esau's hell, man? That was Isaiah 14, John Allen. That was Isaiah 14, 1 through 3 right there. All right. Put some ones in the chat, man, if you want to go into Esau's hell, which is our heaven. All right, Khan, all praises. All right, Jeremiah, give me Isaiah 34 and verse 8. And Kai, I'm going to tell you what I want you to read. Give me Isaiah 66 and verse 23. Hey, once again, I need y'all to be liking these videos, man. Like the video. We got cut off. Like the video, man. Get it back up to where it was at, Baba Kashapp. Go ahead.
Come. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense. Recompense is for the controversy of Zion.
Mm-hmm.
And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone. And the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
Mm-hmm.
It shall not be quenched, night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
Hey, man, Bob, Shema Mashiach, man. Right? Modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be destroyed, and no man is going to dwell therein forever and ever, man. Thus say the Holy Bible. Give me Isaiah 66. Where I wanted you to read at verse 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Hey, man. And it's saying what the precept Jeremiah just read. It's saying that again, man. That fire will never be quenched. Right? You don't want to have a part in that destruction, man. You do not want to have a part in that destruction. Give me Isaiah 13 and 19, man. We talking about heaven right now, right? Go ahead, and you can get your precept after that, Kai.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Come, right? It said that Babylon is going to be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Put in the chat, how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? Somebody put it in the chat. Real fast. Put it in the chat. All right. Once again, man, we got cut off. So hit this like button when you come in the building, Baba Cashapp. Help us catch this algorithm. We was at about 68 people in the building learning from the class, and then we got cut off, but it's all good because it's gonna be on the YouTube, so the word gonna go forth regardless. See what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like this video, man. Let's see what we got in the chat. Fire and brimstone. There we go. All right, calm. Keep reading, King.
Come. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, Neither shall the shepherds make their face. Oh, Slock, let me read that again. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Come on, man. Hey, this place, when we in heaven, this place gonna be like a damn zoo. The gecko from the damn gecko commercial gonna be in the White House. These great palaces, man. He gonna be sitting with his feet up, man. If you would have got that 15% on that car insurance or that house insurance, maybe this wouldn't happen, right? Hey, man, that damn gecko can't save you, man. Right? It says there's gonna be dragons running throughout your house, man. Them suburb neighborhoods that you think is gonna dwell forever, bro. You gonna have lizards and alligators, and Barney gonna be sitting in your house chilling. You feel what I'm saying? Because when we in heaven, that's your hell, Esau. Because we in hell right now. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your precept, Kaya.
Khan, this is the book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So just going right off your point. I don't want to just going off of what the Spirit is bringing out, man. Yo, ain't gonna be nothing left of Esau, man. That's Esau's hell. There's gonna be no remedy, no son, no daughter, no father, no mother, nothing left of him, man. Right? The dragons going to compass about their land. They shall be called the border of wickedness, like the scriptures say. That means the beginning and the end, man. And that's it. That's all they got. That's their inheritance, is destruction.
Come on. Hey, let's get somebody give me Revelations 18. We're gonna read 1 and 2, and then we're gonna skip to verse 8. Kai, give me 2 Peter 2 and 11.
Talk at it while you said Revelations
18 and verse 1.
Con. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils,
Mm-hmm.
and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And this is what we waiting on, man. This is what we waiting on right now, man. For that angel to come out of heaven and say, Babylon the Great is fallen, man. This place where it has a whole bunch of proud people that think they land gonna last forever. Cause I make sure when we at Kim in Greensboro and all them Edomites come out from that play station, whatever thing it is that they got, where they have all them plays at and the musicals and stuff, when all them Edomites come out, I asked one this weekend, hey, are you prepared for the destruction of America? So he was like, no. And I'm like, do you know the Bible prophesies the destruction of America? No. All right, so you think all the wickedness that you've bestowed upon other nations is not going to come about on your own head? And he just switched away, just zesty as he could be. I'm like, all right. America's going to need some more mighty men in this day. Even though it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Right? So let's go skip to verse 8.
Come, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
There you go again. He gonna be utterly burned with fire. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Hey, man. Hey, Salakia. Hey, this is beautiful. I'm sorry. I don't got no heart for these people. This is going to be a beautiful time, man, because once again, our heaven is their hell, man. Right? What verse you at, King Salakia?
Verse 10.
Okay, calm. That's all I needed. Kai, give me Revelation 6 and 14. We're going to get a couple more, and then we're going to get into the different definitions of hell.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 14. And it reads, And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Hey,
and the kings.
Hold on, wait. It said the heaven departed as a scroll. That's going to be a big boom theory. That's what that's going to be. A big boom, and the heaven's going to depart as a scroll. Keep going.
Verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Hey, that's not going to be no Allah Akbar boom. That's going to be a Yahweh Bahashim Hamashiach Yahweh Shah boom, and there ain't no coming back from this, right? So all the mighty men, you know what I'm saying, the notable ones, they're going to be hiding themselves in the rocks. And what are they going to say?
Verse 16. and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Ooh, hide us from the Most High and His Son, man. This Revelation 6 and 16, Keziah, right? Hide us from the Most High and His Son. Because what? Keep going.
Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Man. The great day of the wrath of the Lord is come. Who's going to be able to stand in that day? Bro? We talked about this. I think I said this before. We was at the camp. We went out to eat, and we was like, "Yo, what you gonna do when that sky crack fall on our face? When the Most High coming back, fall on our face. What you gonna do? Die? Probably. Pass out? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be able to stand in that day, man? Them notable ones, right? We didn't bring out Obadiah. We might, but we didn't bring that out, right? Them notable ones, man. They're gonna be hiding. Them same proud people who said, "Who can bring me down to the ground?" are gonna be hiding in rocks in that day, man. Right? Somebody get Revelation. Nah, I don't want that. Somebody give me Isaiah 54:16.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Hey, when the Most High touches this place, He's created people for this. He's created scientists, the smith, to make weapons of mass destruction. That's when George Bush can come back and say something about weapons of mass destruction. Because in that day, the Most High created this man to make things called intercontinental
ballistic missiles.
Say that 5 times fast. I can't even say it once, right? But he made the smith for that day, man. And then we're gonna get a precept of what we're gonna be doing when that thing hit, right? But keep going.
Verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh.
Hey, hey, we're going to be good in that day, man, because Esau's hell is our heaven. Esau's hell is our heaven. Give me, Jeremiah, I want you to give me, let me see if this is what I want. Nah, I'm good on that. Give me Psalm 91 and 1. And I want you to give me Amos 3 and 7, Kai.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Let's get what that secret place is, man. Right? Because in this day, where it's gonna be all hell breaking loose, man. Because Esau's end is coming, is here, right? But see, people get scared about these things, and they like, hey, what we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do, right? Y'all hear the baby? So what we gonna do, right? Says he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Let's see what the secret place is. Give me Amos 3 and 7.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, But he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
So we already know what's going down because he revealed his secrets to the prophets, man. Right? We already know what's happening. Right? Where do we find his secrets at? Right here. We know what's going down, man. Yeah, Khan, his lungs getting strong, man. Hey, my son is home. Right? He been home for a week today, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Right? No more doing class from the hospital, man. We home now. All praises. Right? So let's go back to Psalms 91. Right? The secret place is these scriptures, man. He hides us in the secret place. He gives us these scriptures so we can know what's to come. Right? So we already know what's going on. Go ahead and read that, King. Let's read verse 1 again and just keep going.
God, other one. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust.
Salaki, what is a refuge? That's a place where you can run to for safety, man. This is what the Most High is in that day, man. When hey, the Bible says that he prepared Esau unto blood, right? He's marinating these people just to be ready to get destroyed. So while his hell is marinating, right? We supposed to stay in this book, stay in the secret place. So when all hell starts to break loose, the Most High will be our refuge. Keep going.
Verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Hey, so in order for us to be saved in that day and not to have a part in the destruction of Esau, is we have to stay in his truth, because that's our shield and that's our buckler. What's his truth? The law. Hey, when the Most High comes, man, blessed is he who is found doing. We got to be doing the law, man. That's why I don't want y'all always say, I want to be caught at camp. Because I'm doing the work, man. I want to be caught at camp. Keep going, King.
Slaki, Adon.
Go ahead.
Now, it's just beautiful how the scriptures just make sense. They all answer each other. So David's saying his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And then we go to Psalms chapter 119. We see that that's the law. It makes sense. The law, us abiding in his law and his commandments and steadily learning them, steadily doing them. That's going to be, in that day, that's going to be our protection. That's going to be our buckler. That's going to be our place of refuge when we're doing the will of the Most High.
Hey, now I got to go to another precept, because that's the truth. The scriptures just weave together, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, right? It said his truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. You already went to the precept in Psalm 119 that the law is the truth. So it's showing you that the law protects you. Let's go to a precept that we just brought out earlier. We're going to go back to that. Kai, give me Baruch 4:1. Bring that out.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
So this is the book of the commandments and the truth that endureth forever. Keep going.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
So everybody who keeps the law is going to live, because Yahweh, when you keep the law, is your shield and your buckler. Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
So as long as we abide in his truth, he's going to be our shield and our buckler. But if we don't, you're going to die. Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, nor have a part in her plagues. So when this comes to pass, you want Yahweh to be your shield and your buckler, because you're abiding in his truth and you're keeping his laws, man. Keep going, Jeremiah.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Salakia. You will not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day. That's one of them weapons that the smith is making. Them arrows is flying by day. It's meant for the nations, Esau, and those that don't want to follow the Most High, man. But if we stay, what does it say? It says, the truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So we abide in his truth. When we stay in his truth, we're not going to be afraid of the arrow by day, man. Because we hidden in the secret place. We already know what's happening. We already know what's coming to pass. So as soon as you hear wars and rumors of wars, you know time is up. It's about to be up. We hear that now. I myself have to do better at watching the news and then lining it up with these scriptures, right? I definitely got to do better in that, right? Because you know that the time is almost up, man. Because we stay in the secret place, which is these scriptures, man. Keep going.
Come, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Amen. Hey, it said the man. Kai, go back to Isaiah 54:16. Right? Where did you stop at, King Jeremiah? Oh, you stopped at verse 6. I got you.
Come.
Go ahead. Read that.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
mm-hmm.
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Mm-hmm.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Go back to verse 6, Jeremiah.
Come, verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
That waster in Isaiah 54, it's like 54 and 16, is that same work that the smith made to destroy. That's what it's for. It's that waster. It's to destroy, man. It's gonna waste everything in its path. Right? But we want to be safe from that thing in that day. Keep going, Jeremiah.
Come, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Keep going.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Hey, bro. So you know when you keep the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, you're gonna be saved from this thing in that day, man. We're gonna be saved from this thing in that day, right? Now, let's get into heaven. We don't win into Esau hell. He's destroyed, whatever. Let's get into the different stages of heaven, man. Now we got to understand something. The Most High, he speaks in similitudes. This is why we're gonna go into the different stages of heaven. Kai, give me Hosea 12 and 20 real quick.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12, and you said verse 20 out of one?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12.
Slacky. My bad. Verse 10.
Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions, and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
So now we're going to go into heaven, man. We got to remember that the Most High used similitudes in these scriptures. It ain't for everybody to understand, hence why the Christian church cannot teach you what heaven and hell truly is. All right? Now, give me Genesis 1 and 8. And then the next brother, give me Genesis 7 and 23.
Con, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and the evening and the morning were the second day.
Matter of fact, what do I want to start at? Yeah, let's start at Genesis 7 and 23. Salaki. Give me. Go ahead, Kai. Go there, and then we're gonna go to something else. I kind of went out of order. Salaki.
Con.
Let me see where I'm at. Give me 1 second, Salaki. Go ahead. Yep, that's what I wanted. Salaki.
Con. This book of Genesis, chapter 7 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven. And they were destroyed from the earth.
Salaki. So now we know we're talking about the flood here, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark.
Mm-hmm.
And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days.
Now, it said everything was destroyed, right? Man, cattle, creeping thing, and the fowl of heaven. What is the fowl? Somebody put it in the chat. All right, we're gonna keep the chat involved tonight. What is the fowl of heaven? All right. What is the fowl of heaven? And Jeremiah, you got that Genesis 8 and 2 ready for me?
Gone at all.
All right, well, just give me a second. We're gonna bring that up. All right. Got one brother. Said the bird. Right? There we go. There we go. It's the birds. It's the fowl of heaven. Right? Right? So it said that the birds fly in the third heaven. Well, I don't gave it away. That's another one. But do the birds fly in what the Christians think is only heaven? In the Most High's kingdom, he probably got birds up there, but the ones we see ain't up there. Right? So let's get that next precept. So we know right now the firmament or the sky, right? Which Genesis 1 and 8, we could have went into that, right? But the firmament or the sky is one thing that we can call heaven. That's the heavens, right? Go ahead.
Khan, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 8 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained.
So now we know the Most High causes everything to happen, but is it rain coming from the Most High's kingdom, falling down onto the earth? Or is rains coming from the clouds in the sky? Right? It's coming from the clouds in the sky. Right? That's another example. All right, let's get one more example of the firmament or the sky being a thing called heaven. Right? Give me Revelation 19 and 17. That's the last one we're gonna get for that particular understanding.
Khan, it's the book of Revelations, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven,
Mm-hmm.
come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God.
Hey, so it said, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven. Right? Let's going into it again. Right? The fowls of heaven. This is the birds in the sky. This is talking about the sky. All right. Now let's go to another understanding. Give me Salaki. Give me Genesis 1 and 14. Give me Genesis 1 and 14. We ain't gonna be too much longer because we got cut off. So we're gonna get these and we're gonna wrap it up.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
So these lights are for signs and seasons and for days and years. What are these things? What are the lights, Kai? What are those things?
So like the lights are the sun and the moon and the stars.
Now those what are those things located, Kai?
Those things are located in the firmament, which we can see.
Right. In space. So it's what you want to call it. Right? Now, let's go to another understanding. We don't got to get no more on that one. Let's go into another understanding. We got two more understandings of what heaven could be. Right? Give me 2 Corinthians 12 and 2. I think I want. Let me see if that's what I want. Salaki. So I might go around that. One second. Salaki. Yeah, Khan, give me that.
Khan. Oh.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Khan. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 12 and verse 2. I knew a man in Christ about 14 years ago. Whether in the body, I cannot tell. Or whether out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth. Such a one caught up to the third heaven.
To the what?
To the third heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth.
All right, Salaka, that's all I need on that one. What's the third heaven? Somebody put that in the chat. What is the third heaven? All right, Kai, give me Genesis 28:12.
Khan.
All right. What is the third heaven? Somebody put it in the chat real fast, man. We're going to get a dream of our forefather, man. Right? We're going to get a dream of our forefather Jacob. All right. Somebody let me know what the third heaven is. Jeremiah, after his precept, I want you to get me. There we go. I see it. Okay, boom. Oh, wait. There we go. Where the Most High dwells. All right, that's the third heaven. Give me that. Give me your precept, King.
Khan. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 28 and verse 12. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it.
Hold on, wait. Read it from the top again.
Khan. Genesis 28 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, Yahweh stood above it and said, I am Yahweh, power of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed.
Mm-hmm.
And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee, until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of.
Uh-huh.
And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not.
Keep going.
Verse 17. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven.
This is showing you God ain't leaving his throne for nothing. And we gonna show it to you. Give me Psalms 33 and 13. Right? This is a vision that the brother our forefather Jacob saw. He saw the third heaven where the Most High dwells. Right?
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 13. The Lord looketh from heaven, he beholdeth all the sons of men.
So the Most High looketh from heaven, and he beholds the Son of Men. Keep going.
From the place of his habitation,
His
he
what?
looketh from the place of his habitation.
Uh-huh.
He looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth.
So from his habitation, where he dwells, he looketh at all the men of the earth, man. Right? So that's the third heaven. All right. Let's see. Give me Hebrews 9 and 24. And then we're gonna get into the last state of heaven. Or the last the last definition of heaven in the Bible. All right, Hebrews 9 and 24. And then Kaya, you give me Lamentations 2 and 1.
Slakia, it was 9, Hebrews 9.
And 24.
Got it. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9 and verse 24. For Christ is not entered into the holy places made with hands, which are the figures of the true, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us.
So we know the Most High dwells in the third heaven. He looketh upon men from the third heaven. So what is this talking about? This is talking about Yahushua ascending up into where the Father resides, his inhabitation, which is the third heaven. All right, so let's get into this last definition of heaven, which is similar to the definition of hell that we gave, which is a condition on earth. All right. So Kaya, give me Lamentations 2 and 1, and Jeremiah, give me Deuteronomy 28:43.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 1. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger.
So now the Most High is angry at the children of Israel, cast their beauty down from heaven, and remember not his footstool, man, in the day of his anger. Let's keep going.
Verse 2. The Lord hath swallowed up all the inhabitants of Jacob, and hath not pitied. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof.
Now, when we read this same thing, I believe it was in Isaiah about Isaiah 14 about Esau being brought down to the ground. Hell from beneath has hell from beneath has I'm a butchery has opened up to meet thee. I'm gonna get it so I don't butcher it. It says hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. We talked about the same thing happening to Esau. This is happening to us right here. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 43, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
This is us coming out of our high estate, right? This is us going into captivity. This is us being brought down to a lower state. We are not in a heaven-like estate anymore, right here, right? This is us going into hell, right? But it's showing you that heaven is also a condition on earth, just like hell is. Give me Isaiah 14 and 12. Kaya, and then you stay in Deuteronomy, Jeremiah. I think I want something out of there.
Block it.
Go ahead.
Now, it's just crazy. I don't know how one could read that Deuteronomy 28 and 43 and not think that it's us and not know it's our people. I don't know not one people that got down low that's lower than us. Even if you can find another people that may seem like they're at a lower state, they're still not lower than us. Like the so-called Black, natives, and Hispanics, we literally are at the lowest, the bottom of the bottom. And that scripture just fits what happened to our people like perfectly. So if you read that, you got to know, like, oh yeah, they got to be talking about us.
Salakia.
Yo.
Hey man, you know we in hell when your president, who y'all thought was going to save y'all, Joe Biden, right, is spending $30 billion on crack pipes to give to drug addicts.
Which
and
is
their
us.
excuses, right. And their excuse is, oh, it'll lower infections amongst drug addicts. So instead of trying to fix the problem, right, trying to eradicate drugs, period, you're giving them a crack pipe to smoke out of, to continue to destroy themselves. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Point blank, period. Right? Point blank, period. Give me that and what I want. Isaiah 14 and 12. We're gonna go back to that.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
So this is them being, this is when they was in heaven. This is them right now. They're in heaven right now, right? They're in their heavenly estate right now, right? Because they're in rulership. They're not in the trotting down the state like we are, right? So now, right, we figured out that heaven is, it could be the firmament, the sky that we can see, space. Third heaven can be, it's the Most High's kingdom. And then heaven can also be a rulership condition on earth, right? It could also mean kingdoms, right? But now, the question is, because we know right now we're in hell, huh? We're in hell right now, right?
God.
Now, how do we escape these hellish conditions? All right, we're going to get these and then we're going to wrap it up. Give me Ezekiel 14:12. Kai, you give me that. Jeremiah says you in Deuteronomy. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. And then we're going to get a couple more. We done.
Kai, you wanted that Deuteronomy one first?
I need that Ezekiel first. Kai don't read Ezekiel. That's why it took so long. I'm playing.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 14 and verse 12.
And
it reads,
I'm calling the book of
Ezekiel
Philemon
14 and 12.
And
it reads, the word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out mine hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it.
So now we know that that's the Most High is going to set his hand upon the land, right? And it said there's going to be famine on the land, right? But watch this.
Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness.
Okay, con. So boom, though these three men was in it, Job, Noah, and Daniel, they would deliver their souls from the pestilence and the famine by their righteousness. Keep going.
Saith Yahweh power.
Con, man. The Most High is saying by their righteousness are they going to save their souls. Give me the precept for righteousness. I already know that's where you was going. Give me that precept, Kaya, and then Jeremiah, you give me because we already talked about that precept earlier, right? Psalms 119, right? Let's get that, man. They're going to deliver their souls by their righteousness.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119. Like you.
142.
142, con. The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So they're going to deliver their own souls by their righteousness, which is keeping the law, right? So because right now we're talking about how to get out of this hell-like condition. Go ahead, Jeremiah, give me that. And I want you to give me Revelation 14 and 12, Kaya.
Come. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And people think that just was talking about then. That still rings true today. That still rings true right now. We gotta observe to do all his commandments and his statutes that he commands us this day. Because what did it say in Baruch 4:1? This is the book of the law that endureth forever. So still this day, he's commanding you to keep the law. Right? This is how we can get out of this hell-like condition if we start keeping the Most High's laws, his statutes, and his commandments. Jeremiah, give me a Revelation 18 and 4. Go ahead and read your precept, Kai.
Con, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
All the things we talked about. Go ahead, keep going.
Con, and the faith of Jesus.
Yo, this is all the things we talked about. Esau going into captivity, his heaven coming down, his pride being brought low. This is the patience of the saints and those that keep the commandments of God. Point blank, period. Go ahead and get your precept. Kai, give me Micah 2 and 10. Give me your precept, Jeremiah.
Come. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So we got to come out of the ways of America to get out of this hell-like condition, right? Because like we bring this out all the time. Judah 5, the nations know how to keep us in a hell-like condition because our God is not for us when we are in sin and we're not following after him. But if we're following after him, he's for us and he's going to protect us. Just like it said, I think it was in Isaiah, where it said he will be our Psalms, when it said he'll be our shield and our buckler. Right? The nations know this. So they try to make us assimilate to their ways. Envy not thou the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Because if we choose his ways, we are going to continue to be in a hell-like condition. Khan, Giannis, and we're doing that on purpose. Khan. Give me Micah 2 and 10, and then I want the other brother 2 Ezra 6 and 9, and that's gonna be it, man.
Con, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Salakia, this is not our heaven. Isaiah 14 it said, then you will have rest from your labors and your bondage that you were made to serve. This ain't it. This is not it. Why is this not our rest, King?
Because it is polluted.
This place is polluted, it's nasty. homosexuality everywhere. Pork is a delicacy. You can be a transformer. You know what I'm saying? You can get your rod cut off if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can get shot with estrogen shots. They're taking our women at a massive rate and taking their reproductive organs, and you're finding them with nothing, no organs, right? Sex trafficking is at an all-time high, and our people are the ones that are being hunted for these things, man. This place is polluted, it's dirty, it's nasty, right? Keep going. And what will it do to us?
It shall destroy you.
I'm glad you did that. It shall. It's not a might. It's not a maybe. It's going to destroy you. Go ahead.
Even with a sore destruction.
So we got to come out of this wicked kingdom, man. This is how we get out of it. It's good to know, oh, the Christians been lying to us about heaven and hell, blah, 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 blah. That's cool, right? But we can't be like the Christian church and then do all of this and then not tell you how to get out of the condition, right? Because the church tells you all about prosperity, 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 and never read Joshua 1:8 like ever to tell you how to be prosperous. Keeping the law. They don't never do that. So I would be remiss if I just come into you, oh, the Christian church is lying. See, your pastor is lying. He ain't telling you heaven is the sky. Heaven is, the kingdom. Hell is a condition, and then not tell you how to get out of hell. We're going to do that, man. So that's what we did tonight, man. We went over all of those things, man. We had to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments to get out of this condition. Because Esau's heaven is always going to be in our hell. Two things can't happen at the same time. We can't both be in heaven at the same time. Because they don't have no gate to get through to get into the kingdom of heaven. Right? We both cannot be in heaven at the same time. When one is in heaven, the other is going to be in hell. When one is in hell, the other is going to be in heaven. And this last precept is going to prove that. Go ahead and bring that out, King.
Khan, it's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Man, Esau, man, we never liked you, man. We never liked you. And you cannot get away, man.
Okay.
You can't get away. You the end. Hey, when your time is up, our time starts. And it's going to be forever. All right? So with that, man, we the sons of the Israelites. You got something?
Slaki, I was going to say real quick.
Go ahead.
And judging off that verse, for the Jake that loved the white man so much and said the white man is not Esau, that means we got to go into another captivity, like the elders say, like our captain said. We got to go to another captivity if it's not the white man right now, and I'm good on that.
Calm. I'm all right on that. I'm good, right? Hey, man, we never liked you, Esau, man. You can't get away. Your Greek mythology ain't going to be a stronghold of our people anymore, right? You're not going to scare us into Christianity, man. You're not going to scare us into Roman Catholicism no more. You're not going to do that, right? We're going to choose who we're going to serve. And as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord, man. Man. So with that, we the sons of thunder Israelites. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.